Hello. I'm super excited to be talking to you guys today, although I'd rather be doing it in person, where I can see all of your smiling faces. I'm Kelly Van Kouwenberg, and I'm the owner of the Macaroot Juice Bar downtown Sandusky. And I met a bunch of you last year. Brandis had asked me to come and be part of your health and wellness fair. So many of you came and sampled our smoothies and our juices and that kind of thing. So hello. If I've never met you before, welcome. So Brandis had asked me to talk to you guys today about a topic that's really near and dear to my heart and I'm really passionate about. And so I'm going to do that through video. Who knew that when the day came, today's the day I was supposed to talk, that we'd be living in fear, stuck in our houses, away from our families, and just really worried about like our health and our wellness and, you know, what's going to happen. And this current situation is just crazy. And we don't know, like even when this leaves, what is going to happen next. You know, are we still going to be living in fear every day, going out in public, wondering if we're going to catch something or catch this deadly virus? So my daughter is a nurse at Wexner Medical Center in Columbus. And she called us a couple weeks ago and said, Mom, they've made my floor the COVID floor. So she treats COVID positive patients all day. And when she called and told us that, we were really scared for her. She wears her N95 mask, and then she wears a face shield mask on top of that, and she wraps her hair completely up. You know, she puts on her scrubs, and then when she comes home, she takes them off and she showers and hopes she didn't catch it, and then she puts it all back on and goes and does it again the next day. You know, she is face to face with this virus every single day. And you know, she says to me, I don't want to get it. And, you know, I don't want her to get it either. So what do? You know, we talk about keeping ourselves healthy from the inside rather than just all the things that we do on the outside. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. There's a quote that I saw on Instagram or somewhere through this last few weeks that I just thought was really interesting. And I think it fits with kind of my passion and what I'm talking about today. It was from a newspaper published in 1919 about the Spanish flu, and I know we've heard a lot about that, but I just listened carefully to what this quote says, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. It says, to avoid the Spanish flu, remember this: a sound body, properly functioning, is the best protection against the Spanish flu, pneumonia, typhoid fever, and all other contagious and epidemic diseases. The Spanish flu or pneumonia are the final symptoms of a weakened constitution. A person that's in vigorous health seldom contracts these or other diseases, and when he does, he usually throws them off quickly. I just thought that was so interesting because that's what we're talking about today. We don't want to be afraid for the rest of our lives to go outside and to come in contact with things or worry if we're going to get sick. So they use words like a weakened constitution, and what they mean by that is our bodies, our systems are working in perfect health the way they're supposed to. And so that's what we want to do, is we want to make sure that what we choose to eat, what we choose to put on our skin, what we choose to fill our homes with, the people that we choose to be around, the choices that we make, that we're creating a strong constitution for our body, and then we are creating health from the inside out. So with any infection, you want to do all the things that are recommended, like washing your hands and social distance and all those things. But what we want to talk about today and what I'm going to share are some things you can do at home that are going to help give you a healthy and strong immune system. We're going to be talking about food, some tips and tricks that you can do that you may not have ever thought of that are going to help boost your immune system, and some things that you may be doing that are sabotaging your health and you don't even know it. So, and I just want to say I'm not a medical doctor. The things that I'm talking about, I have learned through my own health journey, as well as through my doctors, my functional medicine doctors and doctors that I respect and follow. Two of those doctors that I want to recommend for you to follow their social media are Dr. Axe and Dr. Mark Hyman. They're just both filled with a multitude of health and wellness suggestions. So, okay. So I just got back. I had to make myself a smoothie, take a little break. So I drink a smoothie almost every single day. I love smoothies, as you know, from my smoothie shop. And it is a great way for me to get things in my diet that boost my immune system and help make me well without having to actually physically, eat them. So, for example, in my smoothies, I usually put different fruits that have antioxidants in them. I will put in lots of leafy greens, kale or spinach or Swiss chard. I'll put in some fresh ginger that boosts the immune system. I'll put in different kinds of nuts and seeds, almond butter, sometimes hemp seeds. And then I'll use a fun milk, a non-dairy milk, like an almond milk or an oat milk or a coconut milk or a hemp milk or cashew milk. Makes it really creamy. Sometimes I just use coconut water. In fact, a really good immune boosting smoothie is like a green smoothie that has coconut water and ginger and fresh greens and pineapple in it. So those are all really good for you. So I try to drink a smoothie every day. It's just one of the things I love to do. Let me just, before I get into the lists of the fun things that I want to talk to you guys about, is I own Macaroot Juice Bar and Eatery, and the reason that we opened that is because I had some health issues, and I got really sick, and I went to lots of doctors, and I heard things like, you have rheumatoid arthritis, or you might have MS, or you might have lupus, or you might need your gallbladder out, or no, you don't. I finally got just, we'll never figure it out. Take a pill. Hopefully this feels better. And it was so frustrating to me because I wanted to feel better. I found functional medicine, which is a kind of medicine that gets at the root cause of what's going on with you. It doesn't just give you a pill for your symptoms. And I changed my life. It changed my life. Diet changed my life. Eating clean, getting rid of toxins, getting rid of sugar, a lot of dairy, no dairy. I don't drink much dairy, no gluten. So it was really hard though, because there wasn't a lot of places to go eat or drink with friends for me in my personal journey. So my husband and I decided to open up the shop, and our shop is entirely gluten-free, and our desire is just to really bring health in a fun way to the community. So it's been a lot of fun. Stop down if you have a chance. I don't have a lot of time today. I think Brandis gave me 10 or 15 minutes. So I just wanted to give you guys a list of some different things that you might not be hearing that are just fun ways that you can kind of boost things up in your home. So one of the things that I've learned about is buy a houseplant. Houseplants tend to clean the air in your environment. I have a snake plant down at the shop because there's mold in the building, and snake plants are known to help alleviate mold, and mold is something that I personally deal with as a health issue. So a lot of people have moldy houses. So buy a house plant. It's fun. I name my house plants sometimes. I take really good care of them. It's just something I love to do. If you come down to the shop, you'll see a lot of plants around. Something else that's really good for your immune system is to get outside. You know that you need to stand up, you need to move your body, get outside, get vitamin D. But one of my health issues is polarity. I have some issues with polarity, and so my doctor told me to take off my shoes and ground, like walk on the earth, in the dirt and the grass with my bare feet for 15 minutes a day. Now it's hard to do when it's cold, but I do it as regularly as I can. The other thing you're supposed to do is watch the sunrise and the sunset with your eyes, with no sunglasses, because it just helps your circadian rhythms, which helps your body know when to sleep. And when we sleep, our immune systems are working hard to keep our bodies healthy. So that's another fun thing. Another thing is that we want to eat organic. I know it's expensive. I know it's sometimes hard to find, but we want to reduce as many toxins as we can. And there are hidden toxins all over your house. There are hidden toxins in your life. I discovered there was toxins in my makeup. I was using makeup that had some things in it that I was highly allergic to. So I needed to change my makeup. Tap water has toxins in it. You really want to use filtered water. Tap water has viruses and bacteria and things, fungus and stuff that you just don't want to be drinking. So you really want to filter that out. Plastic that you might heat up your food in after it's a leftover. Plastic leaches into the food. So you just want to watch the toxins that you have in your home. So we want to eat organic in terms of the foods that we eat, but we want to reduce all the toxins that might be on that food. So I follow a site called Environmental Working Group. You can look that up. And they are a group that put together something called the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen. And the Clean 15 is the cleanest 15 foods that they've discovered have the least amount of pesticides, least amount of toxins on those foods for you to eat. So for example, an avocado is very clean. It's high on that list. So I don't buy organic avocados. I buy just regular avocados. But blueberries and strawberries and I think spinach are on the dirty dozen. They are one of the dirtiest foods. So I will never buy those traditional. I'll choose to always get those organic if I can, because I just don't want to fill my body with those pesticides. When we do that, we're messing up with that. We're messing with that constitution, and we're not creating balanced health for ourselves. So eat organic. Another thing that you can do, and some people love this and some people have a hard time with it, but drink bone broth. So I used to make my own bone broth by taking a chicken, roasting a chicken, and then heating the bones with some apple cider vinegar and some water and some spices in a crock pot. And you can also buy it. It's easy to buy. But if you get grass-fed bone broth and you drink it like a warm cup of tea, it's actually very yummy, and it works to help create a really balanced gut situation for you, and it just really boosts your immune system. So just another fun fact for you. Green tea is something else you can drink. It is full of antioxidants, and it's really great in terms of boosting your immune system. You can swap your afternoon cup of coffee for a cup of green tea. Just don't do it too late in the evening because it's got caffeine in it. But green tea is really good for you. No TV right before bed. This is another lesson I've learned. I don't know if any of you have ever had insomnia after staying up late on your computer, or on your phone, or on your TV. My son and I just bought some blue light blocking glasses, and hopefully that'll help. But if we watch TV right up until we go to bed, again, it's messing with our circadian rhythms. It's messing with our brain, connecting with our body, telling us it's time to rest, and it keeps us up at night. And when we don't sleep at night, it's one of the biggest issues for our immune system. So try to turn your TVs off by maybe 10 o'clock. I'm not certain what time you go to bed. Something else I want to talk about, moms. I'm feeling for all of you moms having a homeschool of your kids out there, trying to figure out what you want to feed them for breakfast and lunch. There is a lady named the Healthy Mom Project Cleveland. I think it's the Healthy Mom Project Cle. She's on Instagram and on Facebook, and she is amazing. She's a mom, she's a nutritionist, and she shares great ideas for breakfasts and lunches and just dealing with little kids and like toxic products to make sure you're not exposing your kids to, and then also just kind of food options that you can have to feed them. So she's somebody you might want to follow. I really love following her, even though I don't have young kids anymore. Let's see, what else do I have here for you? Let's talk about a fun thing, chocolate. I'm sure you've been waiting to hear me talk about chocolate. So chocolate, cacao is the item, the ingredient that makes up chocolate. So cacao is raw chocolate, and cocoa is roasted chocolate. A lot of people think I'm saying it wrong, but I'm not. So if you eat raw cacao or raw cacao nibs in let's say you can make a hot chocolate out of it, or you can put it in a smoothie, or you put it on ice cream. It is so full of antioxidants, and it's so good for you, and it really boosts your immune system. So try it. Get a little cacao nibs, are like little broken up pieces of hard cacao, and so it's like chocolate crunch. It's like little chocolate chips. They're really good. And put some honey in it and some maple syrup in it, and that can be really yummy. And on that note, just one last item on food is we really want to skip the artificial sweeteners. Things like NutraSweet and Splenda they can work backwards on your body. They can affect your BMI badly. They can affect your weight badly. They are toxic. You really want to replace them with like raw honey, maple syrup, and stevia is an okay natural substance that you can use to sweeten things. So that's just the final thing on the food. So just a few swaps you can make. Follow some of those people on social media. They'll give you some great ideas on recipes. Right. And then I could talk about this kind of stuff all day. I'm really excited about it. Wish we could spend some time having question and answer period. If you have any questions for me about resources, people to follow, where I shop, how I shop, several people have asked to do like a little tour of my, a little tour of my cupboard and my refrigerator and how we eat. I'd be happy to share that with you because it just takes a little bit of planning and to make some simple swaps that make a huge change, a huge difference in our immune system. So have loved chatting with you guys today. I hope you're doing well. I hope the sun comes out soon and we can get outside and get back to normal. So have a great day.